So, the thing with PTSD that people don't seem to understand is that it changes you. There are a lot of people, whenever I say something even remotely intelligent, who will come out laughing and say, well, somebody is giving her this information. Who taught her this? There's no way a hobo would know this word or this term or whatever. I wasn't always just a hobo. At one point, people thought that I was smart, you know? In school, I was good at reading and absorbing knowledge. It was only math that I had trouble with. I was very good at English. I know words. I don't use them because I don't know, it is like that person was a whole different person. And this is something that's happened to me multiple times in my life. Because I had PTSD from my childhood, which is why I was having blackouts and having a lot of problems when I first got married. I was having blackouts in school as well. And the police were actually called once because I had blacked out and I had said something to the other girls in the room. And I didn't remember what I had even said by the time the police had arrived because I was completely gone. I was having moments where I was just not me and saying things that were true, but that I would not be saying because I knew what the consequences would be. But it was like there was a part of my brain that just was desperate to say these things and would just take over. And then after the murder, I had a different form of PTSD. And it combined with the first one that I never received treatment for because everybody insisted that I didn't need help. I needed to just stop being weak and work and get over it. You have a whole nother PTSD that comes from being homeless. I'm not delving deep into these, but the person that I was and that I should have become is still inside of me. And sometimes I'll run across things that I know and I don't know how I know them. And it's because it was a different me that learned it. I know this doesn't make sense to a lot of people. It's what having PTSD is. When you look at homeless people and you see them as nothing but drug addicts or crazy people or rejects, you're ignoring the fact that every single person out on that street was once a normal, functioning human being, was somebody that loved them. Whatever it was that put them in that place, you don't know. And even if they explained it to you, you still might not understand because everybody goes through things differently. Some people can bounce back and get better, some people can't. One day, I might be back to the person that I once was, or I might be a completely new person. But I'm tired of being judged as just a homeless person, because that was only 5 years of my life. I'm 38. There's a whole 33 years of my life where I wasn't homeless.